Hello and welcome to episode 298 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in Studio K this week by Bronell, Harv, and Canoop. On this episode, Tiger Woods returned at the Hero World Challenge to great results, Harv.
We'll talk about it.
We're also going to chat about a ton of news, including the golf ball rollback, which has got the entire golf world buzzing. Lots of comments to make on that. Plus a few other smatterings of news. John Rahm, another week's gone by, and he's still not on the live, so...
He's not on the live either.
That's a good point.
That's fair. He hasn't said a word.
Yep.
Which...
puzzling.
And if you didn't hear me the first time, we're in Studio K, which means we got mics in our hands again. So this should be interesting. I'm going to try to sit here locked elbow as much as I can. Jamar Chase just ran for 75 yards. And before we get into all of it, though, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your order. I'm sure all of you have already ordered your Christmas gifts, so maybe that ad read was irrelevant to you. But for those of you that are most men, you have not even started to think about gifts, let alone gifts for your wife, your husband,
Dad,
you name
maybe?
it, your dad.
Son? Yeah.
Head to playergolf.com and get your stuff. We're also members of Team Callaway. You guys got any Callaway stuff to talk about?
Actually, yeah. So new golf balls dropping soon.
Non-rollbacked golf balls.
For now, yeah. New name as well. No more. I think they dropped the soft part of the Chrome Soft.
Just chromes.
Yeah. Chrome Tour, I believe it's what it's called.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Can't wait. Hopefully, are we leading with rollback, Harv? Or
No, we'll do Hero.
we'll talk about
after weeks,
Tiger, I guess, first.
Yeah.
It's a big story.
Last but not least, no Churchills tonight, only because I came across a bourbon holiday drink recipe
Viral.
via Instagram today. And boy, oh boy, is it good. Maple syrup, lemon, bourbon, and ginger ale.
Yep.
No,
Yeah, they're pretty good.
no bourbon gummy bears, though, on this.
They look like
Harv
something you'd get when you order like a bar mat shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of
Like
look like a
sounds
hazy
about right.
IPA, too.
Yeah. Must be
That
the
makes
syrup
me
in
wonder
there.
if they're even good.
They are good.
They're fantastic.
But speaking of Churchills, I was going to drink 6 tonight for that bet, but got to drive, so.
Driving it's not at
I
Studio B.
mean, that hasn't stopped you in the past.
3 months and counting. We'll see.
Yep. Is there interest at this point? Is it 7?
It might be 8.
It's got to be a home field thing, though.
Well, that's fine. We're there every week.
And we only have
except
6.
for this week.
I think we only have
so
6
that-
mowers left, so.
That can't even be an excuse.
Just drink
at this
6
point.
Browns. You like them so much. It's cooling off.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. All right, let's get into our weeks right off the hop, and then we'll talk about Tiger Woods.
I'll go quick.
Okay.
I've been lost lately. Nothing really happened this week. Coaching volleyball again. Sundays, watched some basketball, kids basketball on Saturday. Wife left yesterday till Wednesday, so life's easy right now. Just cruising without her here.
Okay, I'll play that
Interesting.
for her.
Still- Comment?
Usual lucky stuff every day, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally been it.
We
Haven't
are in
done
the
much.
the-
Hanging out. Kids have been sick, so
dark days of winter, even though
Yeah.
it's no snow on the ground, except for today.
yeah.
We haven't even had a chance to play golf, and we're at Studio K, and we're not even playing golf.
No.
Yeah.
We
Why
could.
are
It's
we
all
in the
set up.
basement?
So we
Why
can
not?
watch
Why not?
basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball's not on yet.
Oh,
It's
just wait till I
next.
show you the new TVs outside. We got a little quad TV set up.
The fuck are we doing in here? I could be
I
ripping
mean, we
50
don't have
degrees
clubs
right now.
yet, so I get that.
Yeah.
But
It would be fun to do a pod with the outdoor mics on and just be golfing the whole time, just talking with just mics on us, and then post the audio after.
We could try that one day.
other
Each guy
than
could
the
be taking
shot
shots.
sound,
Yeah, whatever.
That's a lot of editing, wouldn't it be?
No, I wouldn't remove the shot sounds.
Oh,
Just be a casual conversation of guys playing golf.
So 11 drinks this week, 2 beer, $6.97 on the year, $2.54 for beer. So still okay.
Okay.
All right.
Holding it down. A couple weeks left in the year.
All right, Bronell, you go.
Okay. So a few things this week. My oldest had his U9 Moose Jaw hockey tournament, so kind of was busy with that all weekend, coaching and playing. So we end up in this pool with a Saskatoon team. It's a B tournament, and it comes to light that they're an A team.
Ooh.
So it's this big thing. They beat the other Moose Jaw team 25-1 the first game. So that they're pissed
Kick
off.
them off the tour.
There's a big stink. They kill Regina. They kill someone else. We're playing them Saturday night. We're
In the
Prime
final.
time.
No, just the last game of the round robin. We're 1 loss and 2 ties coming into this game. So we put our best goalie in, obviously, and come away with a 5-1 loss.
That's almost
The boys
a win.
played unreal.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a win. Like, they got like a standing O, basically.
Yeah.
And, I've heard people rumbling and saying it's the greatest 5-1 loss in hockey history. So
Did the
So-
tournament organizers at least slap them on the wrist by not allowing them in the playoffs?
they got kicked out the next morning.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
They got sent back to Saskatoon. I think they gave them medals or something, some partial reimbursement.
They sent them home.
They sent them home.
Love that.
They were going to play the other Moose Jaw team in the final, who's very good. Probably would have given them somewhat of a game.
Probably
but
would have been 5-1 though.
The other Moose Jaw team won 11-0 in the A final. So
Well, who went to the A final then?
some Swift team that we tied. So
So that's the only downfall there is they kick out the team, the other team wins 11-0, and it's like, well, maybe they should have stayed. But they were an A team. They entered.
I mean,
a
the
wrong
shots were
tournament.
40-3 when they played us, and we lost 5-1. So
Oh,
they
okay.
were
43?
about. I didn't keep
Yeah, yeah.
track, but
Holy.
they weren't putting up the shots. But
So
yeah.
have you played that other top team this year already?
no, we played them on Wednesday. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Because it'd be
So we
curious
played-
to see how.
So
that
we got
goes.
bumped up to the B final because everybody got bumped up,
Yeah.
and we
And
took
you
home
hadn't
the B.
lost them.
We took home the B final. So
Were you right in there raising the stink? Or
I didn't get her.
well,
Thank
not outwardly.
Yeah.
No, whatever.
But what
good
what
for
was
them.
the reason? They just signed up for the wrong tournament?
Yeah, they just said they were a weak A team or something like that, and then they let them in for some reason. But it's totally on the committee, that
Yeah.
organizers or whatever, for
Yeah,
letting
but
them
how
in.
are they supposed to? They do background checks
I'm
on
gonna-
all these teams?
yeah.
Or?
I'm gonna, can I hybrid
How would you
my
do
week?
that at U9?
Yeah. Can
Yeah.
I hybrid my week into this same
Well, I
conversation?
might as well just finish mine first, but
Okay. Okay. Well, here's my hypothetical before I get in my week. I have a hypothetical, though. I have a hypothetical. Would you rather a team be in over their heads and killing every team, or would you rather have a team that's not supposed to be in there? Let's say, for comparative sake, a single A team in a double A pool getting killed by 10 every game.
well,
Would
that's
you
their,
rather-
that's their own. Yeah, that's fine.
Is it no? But you're the tournament organizer, and you knew they were an A team when you put them in a double A pool to get killed every game. Is it better to kill every team by being in too low of a tournament, or have a team getting killed by every other team in the pool
Yeah,
because you
it's
put them in there?
equal, I guess. I don't know.
I think it's more like socially acceptable to be the lower team going the higher
Going up.
division.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And the reason I think is because the tournament organizer only has to deal with that team getting killed as compared to the 4 teams that the other team is killing.
That's right.
But like I think at any point you could be a B, C, A into double A and enter a higher up tournament if you wanted to. They'll never say no.
No.
And
We'll get to
but
that then.
It's
But a lot of these small town teams, they don't know what they are.
Yeah, how
so
do
they
you-
have to
how
designate
do you
either
rate
as
them?
B or C. and
Small
then-
towns are different, though.
Yeah,
You said
small
this
town.
was Saskatoon. They
this is
play in an A
Saskatoon.
league.
Yeah, the Red Wings, which are apparently
couldn't have been a worse organization. Doesn't
That-
surprise
that
me though.
neighborhood, eh?
Doesn't surprise me. Let's just put it that way.
yeah.
So how do they do it with, like, pence? How do they
They just-
classify their teams?
They just
just
have to
choose
pick
one?
whether they're B or C.
Yeah, and
basically.
they
I think they changed that too. Like certain, like you can't have like AA or even A maybe in small towns. Like
It's
unless,
A.
Really?
You can't have A.
unless they like designate you as like a center, so
Right.
you can
Because the
draw
issue
from
is they don't-
150 kilometers.
those
Interesting.
small town teams usually have like 2 or 3 A kids, but they're a B team.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those kids, in most cases, are really good and just run the team. But it's like if they went to A, they'd just get destroyed. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's interesting.
But my kid had 2 goals in the final and got player of the game, so it's pretty proud.
Nice, good for
Proud
him.
moment there.
Pennant?
So
Pennant, right? You got a pennant.
yeah, got the heart and soul. We got the hard hat for the hardest working warrior or whatever. So
Oh,
yeah, it was a pretty big deal for him. And they
Nice.
won a candy cup, so
Oh,
got a bunch of candy
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So
chop that thing up and send it home.
2 more quick things. First one, I've completely given up on the Steelers this year. So I know people like to hear me talk about them on this pod.
they're finishing 11-6.
They are not finishing 11-6. They're probably finishing 9-8, like which is what Harv called at the start of the year.
Don't even play the season.
But not only am I giving up on the Steelers, I'm giving up on the NFL because I just can't handle the roughing
It's-
anymore. I can't handle it.
You're not
It's the
going to
worst
watch
it's
any more
ever been.
games?
I'm not watching anymore. I'm not watching Thursday night when that. If you're listening to this, don't watch that game. It's going to be the worst football game you can ever
I
think
think
of.
it might be good because it's going to be so bad. Like it'll be that 6-0 slugfest.
Did you watch
Well-
Chargers Patriots this week?
No,
Did Kenny score a touchdown?
No.
Yeah, Mitch did. He might. They might be better.
well, and
Yeah.
that's the thing is 6-0 in prime time is better. Like I wasn't going to bet on the Chargers Patriots, but I'm certainly betting on the Thursday nighter. So therefore, I'm going to
Absolutely.
watch it very intently.
Yeah,
Have to.
I guess so.
And all the over-unders are going to be so low.
it's
I'm just going
30.
to bet all the
It's
overs.
30.5 right now.
32.
No, it's down to 30.
I'm more of a-
way.
Yeah,
I'm more
it's
of
the
a prop.
lowest one in like possibly league history. They're talking, or
As
in
it
like
should
30
be.
years or whatever.
That would be insane.
Last one, had a staff Christmas party this week. Me and another guy ran a trivia again. It's something I do lots. So my only comment was I think it's more fun running the trivia and seeing other people frustrated with the questions and kind of
Yes.
stumped than it is playing trivia. Because
Oh, I
playing
would
trivia, it can be very frustrating when you can't think of the answer.
Yes.
You know, you're only getting one right round or whatever. Like I like just standing back
You
and
just
watching people. Like,
smirking at people.
you don't know
yeah.
this?
Just-
What are you talking? Like
Just a sicko over
sick
there.
puppy.
And
eh?
you just think of the smirk on his face.
Oh,
too.
yeah,
Smartest guy in
just-
the room. Yeah.
A pillow over his lap and just watching these guys.
No, it's
struggle.
It's the clipboard with
The
questions and
clipboard.
answers.
Yeah.
on it.
But they were actually pretty easy questions this time. We were pretty nice on them. But
That's good.
yeah, that's it. Churchill booze count, the standard 12. I had 7 in one night, but took her easy for the rest of the week. So 772 in 337.
Okay. Well, I'm going to build on mine. Harvey, you can go last.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, nothing this week other than, as I mentioned in the tournaments, my daughter was invited, her hockey team was invited to Wickfest, Haley Wickenheiser's tournament in Calgary.
I didn't know it was called Wickfest.
Yeah, Wickfest, yeah. Pretty good tournament. We went to the first rink we went to, like obviously you go to big centers and they got state-of-the-art facilities. The first one we go to is just unbelievable, and it's like, I think this is the weaker of the two places. Sure enough, Saturday go to the other one, and it's, Seven Chiefs Sportsplex. It was incredible. It has a full-fledged indoor soccer basketball stadium beside it, and then 2 state-of-the-art rinks, and they're just built with like everything's a automatic sliding door into each rink, and upper seating, lower seating, completely heated, like unbelievable. 2 rinks.
Millions.
Yeah, a lot of money. But the downfall of that tournament was, in fact, my daughter plays on U13A, and so this is like a tournament you only get invited to based off of, I think it's previous years, because the tournament's full before the season even starts. So we got asked to play it in the summertime because both teams were pretty good last year. So it's a U13A tournament, and we get up there, and the team manager is like, I've had conversations over the past was that a catch?
I believe.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh, wow.
moly,
Pretty lucky.
Washington.
He might have been out, but
He might have only got 1 foot down. So we were invited, and the team manager said, I've been arguing with these guys for the past like month because there's 5 divisions, and we are in the top division And so there is a Vancouver AA, an Edmonton AA, a Winnipeg AA, and Swift Currents AA in this tournament. And we are an A team. And he's like, yeah, we're an A team. And they're like, yeah, but we're looking at the standings and you guys are 8-1 in A. He's like, yeah, but we're A. You have us. We play the Swift Current single A teams, and you have the double A team in our pool. Like, we're gonna get killed. And they're just like, yeah, well, you're 8-1. This is the right pool for you.
So you were the only A team in the tournament?
The only A team in that division. There was A teams in the tournament.
Oh,
Yeah, they were in Division 2, 3, and 4, and then the weaker teams were in 5. So anyway, sure enough, show up to game 1 against, I think it was Vancouver. Well, there's a quick. We're like, if we can keep this under 20,
yeah.
we're laughing. They lost 11-0. It was not an awful game. Certainly wasn't good.
No.
Then we play a second game that night. Finally score a goal. It's 7-1 loss. And then Saturday show up 6-1 loss. So the girls are actually
Getting
playing
better.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the last game, I think we lost 6-2. But it was just like at no point was there any glimmer of winning any game.
Yeah.
And so the logic, I think, behind it was, well, this one team's going to be mad, and all the other 4 games are going to be good between those teams because they were like 5-3 games, 6-4 games. So good games, and they only had to deal with us being mad. Whereas in your tournament, this
Right.
one team is beating all these
Yeah.
teams, and now all the other teams
Yeah.
are getting mad because someone's too good
Yeah.
in the tournament. So
Well, it's not too bad.
And
I
beating
was expecting you.
hometown teams, too, was always a tough look, too.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
I was expecting you to say like 12, 13, 14.
Well, so after that
1.
11-0 game, it's like, oh boy. And I mean, the one game that we lost 7, like our goalie played unbelievable. Like she was facing 50, 60 shots a game. So she played really well. Like the one game, I don't think we had one shot in the entire game.
Oof.
Like,
That's tough.
the only positive was at that age, the play was back and forth. Like that, it was not like those teams can just keep zone control for 10 minutes at a time. Like you're still getting the puck out, you're still getting down the ice, but as soon as any type of
There's
rush, you're getting
back-checking.
caught from behind. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just not that fun to watch, but it was.
Still a fun weekend, I guess.
Yeah. So
probably.
local businessman on the team, I think he was feeling the bit of the frustration by the team of not winning games and having tough goes, and it was a fun tournament, but. One of the silent auction items was a Sunday brunch with Haley Wickenheiser. So he decided that he was going to win that silent auction. So he posted up his daughters right beside it. And there's this guy that kept coming, and the girls would just be like, yeah, Dad, someone just put a bid on. And he'd walk over, up the bid. Eventually got to the point where the guy noticed that the girls were there, and he's just like, are you two guarding this? They're like, no. And then I was like, I would have just told him straight up, you're not getting this. Like, you might as well just walk away, pal. So the girls got to do that on Sunday
You
with
should see
Haley.
the bins my dad has.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had daughters, actually.
Yeah. So he saved I wouldn't say saved the weekend because it was a good team event, but that really made the girls forget all about the games. And then they came out with that 6-2 loss. I think there was some motivation behind that. So, but as with any hockey tournament, I had a few beers.
Yep. The old parent piss
It
up,
happens.
The parent piss up on Thursday, the night we got there. Wasn't feeling good Friday. Really calmed down Friday, Saturday, but still had time in those 2 nights to have 25.
Oh, wow.
So I'm at
She's a runaway now.
876. Yeah, 876
That'll
on
do
there. Thou was in play. Thousands
Yeah.
in play.
Plow first
Especially-
out. You might as well go for it now.
Well,
I think he
like I
has
say,
to.
I'm
At
kind
this
of
point,
feeling.
I think he has to.
Trying not to sniffle too much because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. But this bourbon's really clearing the sinuses for this for this particular episode. So that's it for me, Harv.
I'll go. Didn't do like much. There was just a couple little things that kind of came up in my week here this week. First one, and really it was just the end of the week. I was working at home on Friday because my kids were off school, so they were upstairs watching movies. I was actually doing some work down in my office, and I could just hear like this like faintest like someone my daughter calling my name, and I'm like, nah, it's nothing. And it just wouldn't stop, but it wasn't like loud, so like she wasn't hurt or anything. So I go upstairs and she's like, I don't feel good. And I'm like, okay, well, what's wrong? She's like, my stomach kind of hurts. And like
Uh-oh.
not 2
No.
seconds later,
No.
I'm like, she's like, I'm going to puke. I'm like, well, go to the bathroom then.
Yeah.
One step and just all over the hardwood floor, just splashing
No carpet, though?
everywhere. No carpet. But like,
Better than mine a few
oh
weeks
yeah,
ago then.
absolutely.
But still.
Well, I wouldn't even
But
have
still.
tried to clean it up if it was carpet.
Oh, yeah.
Just would have maybe the old Big Daddy newspaper and just
Throw
wait
it
for my
down.
wife to get home. But like if it was carpet, that was like good thing she didn't
Or you
come
just roll that
downstairs.
carpet up and throw it out.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of puking on yourself, did you just see what Tyler Boyd just did?
Yeah.
It
No.
was a throwback pass, and he threw it directly to Josh Allen, directly to him.
The linebacker.
The linebacker, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so clean that up and just like and she's just
Terrible.
like puking. It's like ricocheting all over my clothes. As I'm like standing there, just
You're on your
like,
socks.
oh yeah, it was bad. It was one of the worst that I've had to deal with. So that kind of happened, and then so I cleaned it up, but that wasn't good enough. So my wife cleaned, and she's like, oh, I'll just clean the whole kind of upstairs, and she goes to like clean off the counters, and she pulls our air fryer out. And
No.
behind, no puke or anything.
Oh.
But behind it, like where the like plug in, and then we have for whatever reason, like a internet jack and like a cable port there as well. Well, that is like completely melted. Like the whole casing of it is just like melted. It's like it's a good thing our house didn't burn down.
From the air fryer.
Yeah, like I guess you got to pull it out a little bit. That's just like tucked in that on the counter space.
Cooking
but-
those chicken tendies a little too long.
I
Hey?
guess so. Sure makes tendies an easier thing. You don't have to wait for the oven to heat up. But
And just general wings.
oh yeah,
Yes.
I'm using that thing every day.
Yep.
But that's probably why the thing melted too. So
Yeah.
house almost burnt down. And then kind of the last one, just something I'm getting frustrated with is like, why do you pay for all these streaming services if
Oh.
they're still just gonna release episodes once a week?
Yeah.
Like it drives me nuts. Like I'm
Yes.
paying for this, just put them all out so I can watch 6 episodes in a row if I want and fall asleep.
Yeah, but
Like
if
if I want to
to
kill a night, I get why they're doing it. It's just pissing me off.
Yeah,
Like,
and it is genius, really. It's like we're going to get these people for now 2 months, and then they'll forget to cancel. So now we probably got them for 3 or 4 months.
yeah, it's just driving me nuts. Like, and I don't know, but like your big shows, like your Game of Thrones or whatever, your
Yes.
big HBO show, maybe, but like now it's everything. Everything has like maybe they release 3 and then they take like a month-long break and they'll
Yeah.
release the next 3. Like, just let me be a pathetic little hermit and just sit
Yeah.
here and watch shows when I don't want to do anything tonight. I just want to sit on the couch and just ignore everyone and just watch the show. Like,
I
just
think
let me
Oh,
do it.
during office hours. You
I
forgot
think
that
that
part.
I would prefer those once a week rather than, hey, we'll give you 3 and then we'll wait a month. Because you're watching those 3 that night.
Oh,
anyways.
exactly.
Yep.
At
Yeah.
least, hey, 1 week from now I'm going to get another one, not a month from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the whole thing's frustrating, but they
Uh,
got us over a barrel because no one's getting rid of them.
And that's a fantastic segue into Barstool and what they did with surviving Barstool. Like, don't get me started on that. It's the only time I've ever even come close to committing to some sort of Barstool thing. And then sure enough, they released 3 episodes and now they want you to pay for the remaining ones.
Yeah,
And
that's
that
a
show was
greasy
actually-
move too.
Yeah. That show's pretty good too. And I was like, fuck, I kind of want to pay the $10 to watch
Well,
it. but-
they're only doing
now
that
it's-
because YouTube's mad at them for the content, right?
Yeah, well, because in the episode 2 or whatever, Kirk said he was going to blow up Jeff D's house. They're like, yeah, you got to take this down. So now they're saying, well, we're not going to change for you. Well,
Yeah.
you probably could.
Yeah, so that was kind of my week. I didn't have any drinks, so I'm still at 505.
Okay.
Distant
Any
third. Distant fourth.
any in December? You think?
Probably have some maybe that week of Christmas. Whole
Okay.
family's coming out this way, so
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm not sure I can get to 1,000.
Just chewing ice
Chewing
into the
ice
mic,
now?
eh?
Oh,
Just chewing ice into the mic. Like,
I
he
just love
doesn't
chewing
think.
ice.
He doesn't think.
Love chewing
Never
ice.
thinks. It's chewing ice.
Wow. How do we recover
Crunches
from
are
this?
back.
Do we start over?
Oh no, we're too far in.
We just
20
shut
minutes.
it off.
The people might shut it off after you start dragging Tiger through the mud here in 2 seconds.
I got a lot of Tiger stuff to go over.
Well, you better get going on it then.
Let's go Hero World Challenge. Let's start with
and
a
my
quick
mic
one.
starts rattling here.
Scottie Scheffler won this tournament. I don't know
Yep.
if we need to say much more. I mean, I wrote down, does anyone really care? Like,
Not really.
it's kind of just whatever.
Yeah.
I was a little shocked because I'd kind of been following along Thursday, Friday, and he wasn't really up there till Saturday, I think, and then he just kind of cruised to a win.
It's about the equivalent of Canoop winning a men's night. It's about the same thing.
Pretty much.
You know,
yeah.
it's a great.
Just it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's all right, but
Yeah, that sounds
not that big of a deal.
No one, someone who didn't watch it, just turns on TSN this morning,
Yep.
doesn't see the highlights, just sees the leaderboard, and they're like,
Yep.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that
Knew I didn't need
No.
to watch that.
that tracks.
Now, if Will Zalatoris came in and won the thing, that would be a big story, right?
Yeah,
But if you saw him putt, he ain't winning anytime soon.
yeah, let's get to Tiger because
Well,
he's
just wait. So
oh.
Scottie changed putters this week.
Yes.
So he had some random one-off brand putter this week. So no more Scottie Cameron in the bag this week.
What was it?
Like I don't even know. I can't remember what it is.
Costco.
Just like a one-off dude that starts making them, and he.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you seen those putters where it's just like a I don't know, it's like a cylinder face, and then it's just the cylinder, then it there's like a gap, and then you forward press it, and it's supposed to get the ball rolling topspin wise.
Never
No.
seen that.
Oh, I'll have to look it up and show you guys. But
'Kay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
that was kind of neat. But yeah, let's go to Tiger because there's a lot.
Congrats to Scottie Scheffler, I guess.
Yeah,
This is a Tiger tournament. So naturally, if Tiger wants to play in it and steal all the headlines, we're going to give him that time of day.
Yeah, to me, the biggest one is people are just, this guy played, he's the best golfer of all time, arguably, right?
Yep.
One, whatever. But, he comes back. Yeah, he's had some injury problems. And, if this was a regular tournament, he probably misses the cut. It was just
For sure he does.
ho-hum average to below average performance. And the entire world is well, start adding 5 to 8 more majors to this guy. It's happening. And it's if Michael Jordan came back after he retired and put up 8 points, people would be like, he should have stayed retired. This guy comes back and is terrible.
That's actually the best comparison I've ever heard.
This
is
guy comes
Michael
back
Jordan
and is
coming back for 8
average,
points.
and they're like, oh, he's back. This guy is back. He walked 4 rounds, you guys. He walked all 4.
And I
no
think-
problem.
And I know
That's the most
That's a big
frustrating
deal.
part to me
That
is-
part's the biggest deal, though.
But is it? He's walked 18 holes the last little while.
Has he?
Yes.
He couldn't walk for 2 years, man.
He's walked. How many
walked
tournaments
for
has he played?
almost 50 years of his life.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
couldn't
I will-
handle. He
I
couldn't
will
handle
say-
Augusta.
I can get behind
Last
this.
year.
Yeah, but
take.
this wasn't Augusta, so
Yeah.
he's played this tournament every year.
Yeah, but I can get behind
Nearly.
it because just watching him swing and walk looks horrible. Looks so painful that the fact that he can walk, he says he's not in that much pain, so
Yeah.
whether he is or not, but to walk like that and get through 4 rounds, that is somewhat of a impressive feat to the point of maybe he can do it a few more times.
Yeah, but he's
But
up
I
there.
agree with Harv that the over-the-top, he's back stuff, he's back in that if he were a regular tour player playing a regular schedule, he makes 50% of cuts maybe.
Maybe.
Probably doesn't even make the playoffs.
So this week, his stats for the week, he lost nearly a full stroke putting.
To the field of 18.
Yes. 0.64 strokes around the green,
20.
which is the most surprising part for me because he's always been able to chip and putt, right, at home, even when he's been injured.
Mm-hmm.
He lost 1.35 strokes approach, which one of the best iron players ever to play the game. That's a little concerning.
Well, he's
At one of
his
his own
first
golf
tournament
courses.
back. Of
Yeah,
course,
you
he's
do
going to
think-
be rusty,
Do you think
though.
he's playing golf at home?
Yeah, competitively.
Doesn't matter.
Yes,
He's
it
played-
does.
there
he's
is a-
played
Yes,
it
how
does,
many
Matt.
times?
It
Just wait,
absolutely
Bruno,
does matter.
I got the big
Absolutely
I got
it
the
does
poker
matter.
out. I got the poker out to poke holes in this.
Yeah.
You are comparing strokes gained to arguably 16 other of the best golfers
Literally.
on the planet.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So if you put him in a full
Sepp?
field,
You got Sepp. You got Keegan. Well, I guess.
so
Okay.
okay,
pretty
but there's
solid.
20
Lover.
guys, and I said 16,
So
so,
you're
you got
gonna- yeah.
4. You got
So
room for 4.
He's going to name the 2 guys that aren't that good.
But I gave myself 4 points of leeway.
It
Remember?
doesn't
Yeah.
matter. He's still
It
way
does
worse
matter,
than
though.
That's what I
average.
mean. It goes back to the thing that he is the best of all time, and if Jordan or Gretzky or all these guys came back and did this kind of performance, they would get booed.
Well,
Yeah, but you'd say it's
I'm
only
getting a
one
little-
game. Let's
Yeah.
see how it goes in the next couple.
yes.
Well, that was
That's what you'd
four.
say.
That was 4.
And it's
he played
also
4 rounds.
Well,
It's somewhat of
over
the
the
equivalent to
weekend.
coming back for the All-Star game too.
Yeah.
Coming back for this is the worst possible tournament.
he had
for
some
Tiger to come
glimmers.
back if you're
He
going
was
to
4
compare
under on the
numbers.
front on Friday.
So he played 72 holes, obviously, right?
Yes.
52 holes were non-par 5s, right? Like, discount the par 5s.
Yes.
Most
He was
of those guys are
bogeying
getting
some
there.
par 5s.
Yes, a lot of bogeys and doubles. He made 10 birdies in those 52 holes over the week. That's not that good for him.
No, but
On the non-par 5s?
Yes,
It's not that bad.
it's not that great.
It's
I'd
not.
take that.
Let's guarantee another major good.
No.
Correct.
he's a
That's,
bubble
that's
guy.
the part.
It's like
yes.
That's the part we
flirt with
can all
cuts.
agree on.
Like, and I am fine if he's back and this is what he is, but like, let's tone it down on the
He's a bubble playoffs
August.
guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
and
a
like,
105
and that's if he
to
played
150.
regularly. He's only playing 7 times.
Yeah, so and that's
maybe.
that's the
There's a
craziest
good
part.
chance he goes 0 for 7 in
But-
cuts made.
But if he plays in the limited field events and gets enough FedEx Cup points, he
He'll make
might
the cut
be
at
a bubble
Augusta.
guy.
Wow. Well,
Really?
that's the thing.
He
Well,
always
and then he'll
does.
pull out.
He finished
Well, then he'll
18th in this
WD.
tournament and jumped 430 spots in the world golf rankings.
That
this
part's
week.
ridiculous.
Like, why are they getting that many points for this tournament?
So what was it? Fleetwood. What the hell?
Yeah, but you guys
It's
are
like
big.
5th place.
You guys are big. They should be where they should be for the world rankings things. So Tiger shouldn't be, 7,000th in the world.
That's a good point.
He should be in the 200 or 300s probably, right?
Sure.
So what's the problem with him jumping
Fair.
up?
He's getting closer to where he should be.
Yeah.
You know what?
If they
Just-
just if tomorrow
so-
they just said Bryson's better than this, he should be 50 points up.
So
50
my
spots up, you'd be like, "Oh, perfect."
my issue
That makes sense.
My issue is not with him in this instance.
Well, you would.
No, my issue is not with him in this instance when he's what is he 1700th?
No, he's in the top 1,000 now, so
Yeah.
back in there.
So my issue is someone that gets 4th place this week is getting 4 times the points that someone in the DP World Championship finals got for getting that.
Oh, I'm
exact same
totally
thing.
I'm totally
That's
on
where
board with
the,
that.
The discrepancy is
I'm
not
totally
where
on board with that.
him
but-
moving up 400 spots. I could give 2 shits.
Well, that doesn't matter. Yeah,
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's at the top where those discrepancies are just so large that it makes no sense for a closed event. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
technically is not even really an
With
event,
20
but
guys.
it is. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
I think just
That's what-
overall Tiger for me is I said recently that his comeback and the amount of people that are on him is kind of tainted how much I loved him growing up because so many people are on him. But now I'm almost on the upswing back to loving him because so many people now are shitting on him for coming back. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like I hated how much when he came back everyone loved
It's
him.
a total WWE
Yeah.
heel vibe, right?
Yeah.
It's just like they go
Yeah.
through phases.
Yeah,
But
I know those people still exist that want him to do so well, and there's so much ball gargling that goes on with him. But now I'm kind of just want to see him like maybe one more.
But back to the world ranking thing, like that's the thing I hate the most about the Live is that it's not a best on best anymore. It's divided. Everything's divided. There's guys on the DP tour that should be playing against the best too.
Yeah,
Like it's just like if they split up the NFL and all of a sudden there's 2 leagues.
Yep.
I just want the best to be playing the best all the time.
yeah, I can agree with you there.
Well, they're merging, aren't they?
Well, yeah, but when?
Maybe.
Maybe.
see.
Who knows?
If they merge, oh my god,
Um,
John Rahm might be the straw that breaks camel's back on merge.
What happens if Liv doesn't go with these new rollback rules?
Oh, that's something.
I know
That's a good-
we could get there in a
topic
little
for
bit,
news,
but just
we got
what if?
way more Tiger stuff to go.
Oh,
over.
Way
oh,
more.
Let's just
I love
move
it.
on.
Let's
Let's
go.
just move
No,
on.
I want to hear it.
No, that's
got-
just wait.
let's
That's just
go.
wasted time now. We're ready
Well,
to
there's
roll
a
back.
couple things that I would like to talk about.
Yeah, I know.
regarding
Well,
Tiger.
we're
Oh,
just
yeah.
gonna stay silent on that.
But so apparently he might be losing his Nike sponsorship.
Losing
Oh,
or
yeah, so
parting ways.
Is it lose it or is it like
Well,
his
it's
contract
Harv's-
is over?
Harv saying losing.
I'm saying losing. I mean, they probably don't want to have their
Well,
name
Nike-
affiliated with.
Well, Nike hasn't
That type
made
of
golf
person.
stuff. They've only made golf stuff for Tiger, so it only makes sense that they're just going to stop doing that.
Well, Rory's still a big Nike guy. Fleetwood,
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
Scheffler, Finau,
Lots of guys. Yeah.
tons.
Nah.
It'll be. So, do you think that he starts his own? If this partnership ends, does he start his own company, or does he just hop on with Travis Matthew? Or
What about
I don't know. Callaway.
partnership with Jordan?
there you go. Well, I don't think that Nike would
Yeah,
allow
he'd probably
that.
start his own thing, I would say. But
Yeah.
oh boy, here's that
Oh,
dog.
found a dog.
There's that dog.
Found a dog. Dog in studio.
When I
okay?
got here today, I completely forgot that you had a dog. For instance, because you haven't talked about this
Oh,
dog
this dog's
in
gonna knock
forever.
over something. 100%. There goes a camera or a light. Nope. Nope.
Uh,
Got him.
the
Got her.
next.
You guys should have got a golden retriever.
Why?
That
Because
dog-
they
They
listen.
don't bark.
Yeah, just one yell and up the stairs it goes. This would never happen if we were out in the actual studio.
That's true.
That's right. The one thing about this tournament is there's always a shot of Tiger hitting it out of like the bushes. Like where he's,
Oh, yeah.
like, he's always in there. Like that's like set your watches to
One
that.
hand backwards
One
to
hand
get it out.
backwards hits it out. He's always disappointed with it.
That one, he was like on his knees and hitting it
Yeah, that was
under
a
the
couple
bush.
years ago. Yeah.
Maybe he just looks at his caddy and goes, "This is the one."
Yeah, this is. I guess I'll
I'm
hit it
gonna
out of
pump
the
one
trees.
into the bush here.
And then apparently him texting guys at like 4 a.m, being like, "I'm in the gym. What are you doing?" Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, who cares? Like,
What are you
not-
doing to get better?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's fine that he's doing it, but why is that
That reminds me of
a tweet?
the Instagram thing that I saw today of a married guy or a married couple with 3 kids that's got to wake up at 7 a.m. completely exhausted, doesn't need to take lessons from a 23-year-old saying, "Hey, you got to get a morning routine."
Yeah.
Just like that same thing. It's like, hey, I don't need you to tell me that I need to be up at 4 a.m. when I can get the same amount of stuff done if I just wake up at a normal time.
Yeah, it's and then
What does time have to do with it?
nothing. Like you got
Doesn't.
stuff to do in a day, and if you could do it from sleep till 11 and work
Yeah.
and stay up till 11 at night,
Tiger, what time did you go to bed last night? 7 p.m.
good for you, because he's got to get up at 4 to grind. And
I
then
can
just
feel
that
my mic
list of
rattling now.
injuries that came out.
Yeah, it just reminded me of Big Ben's list.
Well, I thought like there should have been like a line for
everything.
like STDs, and there should have been a line to like his bank account for all the people he's paid off to cover up stories, or his wife taking all his money. But
Oh boy.
they missed a few lines, is what I was saying. Those probably hurt him the most. And,
They did.
but yeah, that was the last dig I had at Tiger for you guys.
Still not quite on the Parkinson's level of last week, but there's still time. I believe in you.
Morikawa got caught cheating, I guess. So that's the next
Yep.
kind of new one.
Yep.
Fitzy the narc on this one, but
Yeah.
So, do you see Morikawa's interview trying to justify it? He said,
you can't justify that. I didn't see it, but
well, they were using a level on the practice screen and then writing the notes in there, but he said that previously it was allowed. And
Yeah.
I was like,
2 years ago,
yeah.
3 years ago.
I didn't
before they
understand
changed
that
the
part
rule.
that he was trying
So
to
I
say.
don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, me neither. So, anytime, what is it? If you're explaining, you're losing?
yeah, I guess
So-
I mean just don't use a rollback golf ball then. We used to use them, but we used to use these all the time. These
Yeah.
golf balls. Why can't
Yeah.
we use them now? Well, the rules change.
I'm not too surprised that it was that little nerd Fitzy though that called him out.
I
The
mean,
guy's written down everything in his life.
Yep.
absolutely. So he knows
But-
you got to use the right book.
To call
That's
him out
right.
in this tournament too.
Well,
That's
I'd
a little iffy.
I think you.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
you're
a
right.
be-
You
but
should wait till a major.
I would say
Yes.
And
that's
be
a
like-
better point to do it, and maybe he actually likes him. He's like, hey, just I mean, he
Take
gets
your
you caught
take
now.
your lumps and your free money.
Just make sure you don't
and,
do it.
Yeah, I
Do you
guess
think?
so.
Do you think the answer to that would be just, tell him?
Or would the answer
like-
be don't cheat?
Yeah, but why does he have to bring it out
both.
publicly?
But both. Why does he just have to?
In the locker room.
and say, yeah,
Hey, what are you doing with that
yeah,
book?
I can see that.
You
Everyone
do it
can see
again. I got to say something.
that. Yeah.
Maybe he
Maybe
did.
he has been
Maybe
warned.
he did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ryder Cup foes. So
That's
yes.
right.
Maybe he saw it at the Ryder, but why would you do it now? Major. Save it for a
Yeah.
major. One less guy to worry
You keep
about.
that in your back pocket till he's caught you by a stroke Sunday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, Spieth, I had written down here. Just because that video came out where he said he doesn't drink coffee, which I thought was kind of neat almost, because I don't drink coffee, so I guess I got to like Spieth a little more. But that coffee video, there's nothing more like predictable or like you knew it was going to happen than Lucas Glover saying black coffee. Like, just wake up.
I didn't see that video, but yeah.
Pour a cup of black coffee, and he's on his way. I mean, it's probably so he can get out of the house quick, right? So his wife doesn't find out he didn't unload the dishwasher. But the other Spieth stuff, I guess Thursday, he had a buddy of his caddying for him, and his buddy said, for every birdie you make, I'll drink a beer tonight. And Eagles, I think, were double.
For the college football game or something.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it translated to 12 drinks that he had to drink that night.
Nice.
So
Wow.
I didn't see any confirmation that he actually did it, but yeah, with Spieth had like 2 eagles, bunch of bogeys, and a bunch of birdies.
Yeah.
But Spieth probably didn't drink because the next day he went 13 for 13 on fairways, which is something he probably hasn't done in maybe ever.
Or maybe he did drink a bunch.
Oh,
Changed it up.
Ooh, nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and then
That's
the
crazy.
last one I had was just Zalatoris not back,
No.
No, he's not.
but free $120K just for showing up.
Yep.
What a tourney. Aces, birthday shots of the week. A few aces, actually. Lucas Glover actually made one this tournament. Probably slugged a cup of black coffee and made an ace. That guy who was barefoot and made that ace. Right in up Bronell's alley there.
Who?
I don't know. It was just some random thing.
Okay.
Guy was barefoot and made an ace. You didn't watch that video either?
No. So the problem is with you guys posting a million things in that Pod Topics group, it doesn't show up with the previews.
I know. I hate
I
that
hate it.
too.
I hate that.
So then I'm like, oh, I'll come back and look at it later, and then I forget.
Yeah. Or
I don't know
there's-
why it only does
you only
that
have so much
sometimes.
time to do
Sometimes it does show the preview.
Yes. I don't know why it doesn't. That one
Instagram
might have,
is not.
actually. And then Callum Hill and Jacques Blau both made aces on the DP World Tour this
I really hope
past
I
week.
don't get an ace with shoes on.
Do you even count it? Does it
With
count?
Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Birthdays, Lee Trevino turned 84, and Sahith Tagala's birthday this week as well. And shots of the week. Anyone?
I don't think I have
Nope.
one.
I just had Finau hitting the top of the flag stick
And that thing bounced like 50 yards back.
and up against the collar of the first cut and second cut. Like, that's an all-time bad break.
Yeah.
Did not.
That's a good one.
Yeah. News, I guess. Let's start with the big one. The USGA and the RNA announced that there will be a rollback coming to the ball. So apparently, if you believe Rory McIlroy, it doesn't affect us. So we don't even have to worry about it. So
I mean, it doesn't.
What are you talking about?
I've played some of my best rounds with scuffed up super softs, man.
Okay, listen. So the average handicap out there right now, 14
You,
handicap.
it might affect.
Listen.
Me, it doesn't.
Listen, so
Oh, it
average is
does.
about a 14 cap.
Yes.
Okay, so the average drive for a 14 cap is 220 yards. So that becomes whatever it is, 212, 215,
I'd quit. if I
right?
was
Somewhere in
averaging
there,
that.
right?
Less
Because what's
than that.
proposed? What are they proposing? 5%?
5%. So yeah, you're
Right.
210, 208.
210, 208, somewhere in there. So a 400-yard hole. So they're playing hole 4 at our golf course, and they have
like
180 yards in, and they're hitting a 4-iron normally. So right, so that's going to become a hybrid. They're hitting driver hybrid on 4.
4's like 370, first of all.
Okay, sorry.
But
From the white tees, then on 15.
I know you've done a lot of research on this, but you didn't look up the distance of hole 4 at
It's
the
about
Hillcrest.
that. It's
Here's-
about that.
Here's the thing. I ain't fucking doing it. I'm just going to
Stockpile
stockpile golf balls.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Exactly. I just ain't doing it. Like, they'll find balls. They got to be marked differently, I would assume.
Or they just start
Well, they're
selling
gonna
it.
they're gonna have to be for tournament play, or how else will you ever know
Yes.
for
Yeah,
amateur
that's a
tournaments?
good point.
They're gonna have
Yeah.
to be marked in
Colored.
some way. Yeah, but I ain't playing them.
How long
don't
do
care.
you
White.
think? Yeah, that's a really good question. How long before all of the current balls are eradicated from the game? Got to be 10 years.
Maybe
Oh,
the,
well,
like
yeah,
maybe
at
the
least.
manufacturers come out and say turn in your old ones and we'll give you new ones.
I ain't doing that.
No, not at all.
That's a really good point. Like right now, you have to start thinking about keeping every single ball you find.
Warbirds off the tee.
Yeah. Warbirds will be better. Yeah, Warbirds off the tee because they're still going
Warbirds
farther.
all of a sudden become valuable.
Oh yeah, and then you just switch them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So do you
Chrome
guys
soft after that.
do you guys like that we're gonna have the same rules as the professionals, or would you guys have preferred in this situation, this scenario, to have different rules where we get to keep our golf ball and they get to play whatever they need to?
That's what it should be.
That's what it
Well,
should
that's what it should be, but
It
the-
should
that
be
was
like
the whole
that.
point about the manufacturers couldn't do that. They couldn't.
Yeah,
They'd lose too
it would
much
cost
money.
Too much money.
Yeah, I've seen a lot
I
of
don't
good.
think they could. I don't think it would cost them that much money at all. Like they're already building these specified golf balls for these guys, anyways.
But it's
I
going to
think
be so
it's
much
more than that,
different,
yeah.
right? For them, they're gonna. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it should. You should take the golf ball thing out. Like they should show up at a golf tournament and get golf balls handed to them with their names on them.
I do agree. Yep.
Yeah.
That takes out all
Here,
the
everybody's
whose ball
playing the
is
exact
this.
same ball.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
plays
Yeah.
the exact same ball.
And there's no debate on whether two guys are playing a Titleist one.
Yeah,
That's your name on it.
exactly.
T Woods on
and
there.
maybe the way
Yeah.
to I guess appease to the manufacturers are based off of how many guys currently are using that ball. Let's say it's whatever 65% Titleist or whatever it is. That's what percentage of balls they get to use of theirs for that tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
they still get their money from their manufacturing deals for the tournament. The PGA just pays them.
Mm.
And they get paid that. And then this week is, or even this entire year, is Titleist balls. But they all get paid accordingly. And just like, okay, well, that's the way to do it. I mean,
So-
that's obviously completely out of left field, but
I
yeah,
kind
to Har's
of,
point, I love that.
I kind of like
Don't
it.
do it.
I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
just don't do it. But I kind of like it for tour in a way. But at the same time, I've seen some good tweets about the clubs being more of an issue than the balls. Like
Yeah.
So, but like
the fact
thing,
that you can hit those things not in the sweet spot and you're not missing by much.
Well, Michael Breed, he
Is-
brought up that study that the USGA did. So they did a Titleist Pro V1 from I think it was like
1995. I was gonna
95,
bring that up, and it wouldn't qualify.
and it wouldn't pass right now. So it's not even a legal ball to use. Whatever in
Yeah, it's-
2028
That's a
or
long
whenever
way
that
back.
starts,
They're going to
which is like
Baladas.
30 years
yeah.
old. Like that's insane to me.
Yeah, but like they're not though, because like Baladas, like they're not going to be like that. They're going to be a solid core ball
Yep.
still, so it's not the same as a million rubber bands wrapped around
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
like
don't know. I'm torn.
the
on
thing
whole
that I saw today that like they never talked about, it might have been that same guy actually that you just referenced, but he said there should have been a fourth option where it's like just don't improve the balls anymore. Leave
Yeah.
them at this.
Yeah.
this
This is
is
the
what
end.
it is.
And just then everyone like imagine going like, okay, we're playing the Player Cup at Elkridge in 2030 when all these balls. How many people at that tournament are going to be playing the true conforming balls?
Yeah.
One in the entire tournament, the
Yeah.
guy that plays competitive golf all the time.
Canoe.
No.
Okay, so maybe 3 guys that show up there, but like everyone else is just pulling a Warbird at Elkridge because who cares if you hit it in the bush?
It's a really good point. That's why I said how long until it actually becomes a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it is.
It's
Years.
People are going to stockpile. You guys are.
I
completely
100%
correct.
am.
Still got all those balls from that 100-shot challenge.
Yeah.
Just keeping them.
But just
Like
think
so
about-
that is would you rather play the scuffed up Wilson Staff titanium from the early 2000s or a new
Chrome soft.
Chrome Soft that's
Chrome.
5% to whatever percent less? I'm probably taking the Wilson.
I actually love the fact that he went back to find out. He did all the work for us. Keep any ball you find prior to post 1995.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All of them.
I think
Yeah, it's wild. I know it's caused a lot of issues with a lot of people, but I think we just solved it.
it should like they I mean I get you can't roll out new clubs every year if you're not improving on everything every year in some way, shape, or form, but maybe that's what golf needs too.
Make the driver smaller. 10 clubs. Simple. Done.
And like make the court like grow the rough on every single course.
And
maybe play courses that actually have trees and bush instead of just these ones that, they're in the trees, but they just have to hit a low punch.
And
And you're
soften those fucking fairways
The
up.
fairways. They need to
Like
why are fairways
why are they
out.
rolling out 50 yards?
Yeah, it should not happen.
Well, like even when we were
Lexi
at
Thompson, right when she played that tournament, she was driving them 320,
Mhm.
310.
well,
It's carrying 260
when we went
and
to
rolling
St.
for
George's
60
there,
yards.
and you're walking on the fairway, and it's like don't get me wrong, it's unbelievable. It'd be amazing to play on that, but it was like walking on hardwood floor
Yeah.
that has grass over it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can move on though.
There anything left?
Oh yeah. Luke Donald was named the captain of the Ryder Cup team again for upcoming year, so running
Well
that one back.
deserved. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after his big win there. That was just a quick one. Another quick one here. I guess there's a membership petition floating around on the PGA Tour
Mhm.
of guys not necessarily happy with the direction that these elevated events are going, and basically creating two tiers on the PGA Tour of guys that can't ever get into that upper echelon. So it'd be nice to see the names on that of who's actually signing it or who brought it up or whatever. But
Yep.
I don't know if we ever will. The Player of the Year and the Rookie of the Year nominees were announced. Player of the Year is actually going to be tough this year.
It'll be tight.
I thought we had it as Rom, but
I think it's still Rom, but it probably isn't now with all this stuff, right? They're not going to give it to him for him to leave, just like,
Maybe he's waiting it out till he hears.
I mean, I don't think that's the deciding factor, but
not when
I
there's
mean, you could-
600 schmil on the table. I don't think that
you
matters.
could
but-
make a case for Hovland. You can make a case for Scottie Scheffler, John Rahm, obviously, like Wyndham Clark and Rory, probably not as much,
No.
but those three are in it,
Yeah.
for sure. Rookie of the Year, on the other hand, I think they just drew three names out of the hat after Aubert there.
Wasn't Nico Echeverria was on there?
Eric
Yeah,
Cole,
Eric Cole,
and Vincent Norman.
Eric Cole actually had a pretty good year. I don't know how
Cole's
he
been
qualifies
solid.
As a rookie.
Yeah.
I don't know if he qualifies as a rookie. Like I thought he played the last couple years, but maybe just not as a full
Yeah.
qualified member.
But how does Bear qualify? How many events did he play?
Well, they probably just said this guy's way too good to wait.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They
I'll tell
got to
ya.
give him something so he doesn't leave.
Mm.
Ooh, I like that.
There you go.
Harv's cooking today.
Him and Jason Day.
That's
Uh,
we'll get to that.
Okay, he's played 11 events total. Yeah, okay.
Can't
11
fault him
events
for
this
not
year.
like
Yeah.
he was in school before that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Can't fault him. Kind of a weird one here. I saw a tweet, just more of a discussion topic, and it ties into NFL. But they were saying that they should make NFL fields like golf holes with like
Yeah.
dog legs and trees. And it
Yeah.
might have been the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my
It
life.
was.
Like you beat me to it because I was going to say that's the dumbest thing you've ever posted in that group.
But like I'm all for, like, I know there's home field and they do whatever, but like you should do a little bit more, I think, even.
Like baseball when you got your own custom park.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Astros, the the Yankees.
That
the
hill in
cameras.
center field was the best.
Yeah.
It was so stupid, but it was.
Hey, one of
that
the
was
best
their thing.
one of the best catches of all time was on that hill.
Yeah.
But how could you change a football field?
Yeah.
Like, you have a mound there. It's just on the
Well,
one corner.
I mean,
Yards
you could be
from
like the Oakland
40-yard
Raiders.
line to the 40-yard line, the grass is longer.
You could be like the
So it changes.
Oakland Raiders and just have random
Shale.
dirt in the middle of your
Shale.
field. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was wild.
You got to blow the wind in, but you
Yeah.
got to designate before
There's
they.
There's just a
moguls.
wet area
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
right side or something.
Yeah, it's wet over there. That's right. That's exactly what they should do. Longer grass. Maybe it goes from grass
Couple
to
little
turf to
hills.
grass.
Yeah,
or-
a couple little hills over between the 50 and
the hills
40.
would be nice. Yeah, like the
Moguls.
red zone, both sides is uphill.
Oh, yeah, there you
So
go.
now tougher to run. Like,
Guys would just be getting killed. The blitzes.
That Steelers offense doesn't need any more hurdles.
yeah. Next, night golf, the Arizona course or the course in Arizona that did like a $15 million renovation. So they got lights, and you can play golf all night.
Love
Sold out for their first weekend that they're allowing this.
That might
Like,
be
it's
the best time to play. That might beat mornings.
In Arizona, it absolutely was.
So you don't
like evenings, but you like nights.
Be the best.
Under the lights would be pretty.
And I think he even said evenings.
No.
Oh, you mean like the best time to
Night.
play?
The night.
Full on night.
Yes.
1
So
a.m.
an hour after.
1 a.m. tea time when the wind goes down.
Exactly. Yes.
1 a.m.
So that's the thing. It's just like playing early morning.
Right.
It's perfect.
Oh,
That's exactly it.
some of the shit. Some of the shit.
Next, I guess the Canadian logo changed up their logo for the tournament to kind of
Canadian Open, yep.
Canadian Open, yeah.
Loved it, actually.
With the Nick Taylor putter.
Were you
drop.
the one that didn't like it?
I don't know how I
It's
feel
the
about
best.
It is
like it's
absolutely the best.
it. Like they're not going to keep it that way.
Oh,
They
I bet you
should.
they will.
They
Hopefully
said
they
it's
do.
a one-off, but they absolutely should keep
They
it.
should keep that until another Canadian wins that tournament.
Yes.
Yeah,
and then
do
change
something
it to that.
different. Agreed.
But that's the thing is, I don't think another Canadian's going to, unless now there's a preconceived thing that they'll throw their club. Just the fact that the club throw is perfect.
Yeah, it works. It works on so many levels.
Market that person got a raise for sure.
Yep.
Could have.
Did you see the one that came out after, where the A had turned into Hadwin getting tackled?
No,
Oh,
So it had both.
That's
of
too-
them.
but that's both.
It had both. Of
Whoever
them.
did that's also hilarious.
It just
Hilarious.
turns into the whole word of Canadian is just like like
symbols.
Goofy shit
silhouettes
that's
of
happened.
stuff that's happened. JD Rod on the putting green.
Nice.
Next, here we go. I mean, where's John Rahm been? Like, where is he? Why is he not dispelling this?
Yes.
Why is he not at least making a
Got
comment?
Two infant children.
He's come out before and said he
For
was
way
staying.
less.
Yes, for way less. And now the reports have come out and he hasn't said shit.
And like not just live golf updates tweeting anymore,
Yes.
like actual people.
Nuclear golf and
Well, even the people saying
live
why
flushing
Yeah.
it.
who was the guy who that I posted, the big golf newsbreaker guy. I don't remember his name.
I don't remember either.
But that basically
Kyle Porter.
Kyle Porter, yeah, that basically said why hasn't he said anything?
Yes.
So
But
it's
this is legit the 12th time that Canoop has posted about John Rahm going to the Live. I know this one feels different, but
Yeah.
you got to remember this is like the 12th time.
You
we've done it.
do it enough
Clairvoyant.
times, you're bound to get it
he
right.
might be clairvoyant then, like start buying lottery tickets. But and then also piggybacking on Live, they have their I guess Q school or whatever you want to call it going on right now, and there's some names on that list,
Mm-hmm.
like
There's
not big names. I mean,
there's names, but they're not.
Like you know the
Jazz,
Yeah,
Janet
Duff.
Awananon,
Duffner.
Some long names for sure. Yeah.
Kyle Stanley. I'm surprised we didn't see any of the Canadians on there, to be honest. But
Yeah.
and
Silverman.
then the rumors Jason Day's soon to follow, and Adrian Moronk. So
Is Day that big for it?
I think it
He
makes
fits the
total
mold
sense for him
for
to
sure.
go there,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
But
it's
he's
also all
likable,
over the
so
world.
it doesn't quite fit it.
That's a good point. Good counterpoint.
Interesting.
I feel like sometimes we have to do the what's not the show that's on part before Around the Horn. Every pod I got to give you guys all points.
I'm way up this pod. Way up.
No, last
Watch
one
it,
you're
show.
way off.
You're way up just because of the hoarding balls
Yeah, exactly. That's way up.
and all the extra Tiger stuff you throw in.
Someone's got to. Someone's got to just balance out the world in the Tiger Woods world.
Okay, well I'm gonna get big points for this comment.
Let's hear
If
it.
John Rahm joins the Live, I'm taking a significant leave of
That's
absence
sabbatical.
from this pod. It might be forever.
I don't understand why. I don't
But
get
it's
it.
definitely we're talking like a month or two at minimum.
Just to let it wear
leave
off.
the
before
garage
you
door.
show
Gotta
your
wear
face
off.
again.
I cannot look at this face for a month.
A month
Goes
or
like,
two minimum. So
I told
essentially,
you
you're just gonna
so.
roll your year's missed pods just in 2 months straight.
Yeah.
Is what you're gonna do.
I think that's what he's saying.
Oh no, I'm still gonna take my EDOs after.
Oh,
that.
okay. I thought you were taking like a leave.
So if you're interested, send one of these guys a DM, and maybe we'll need a fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
true. That's
yeah.
I mean,
true.
I don't-
We're just
I don't
rotating guests.
Get
You can
it,
fill in.
But yeah, you got to do
Absolutely,
what you got to do.
I absolutely filled the spot for the couple months. Like, why wouldn't you?
Need someone who drinks 12 to 28 beers a week.
Terrible in picks.
Yeah. And is willing to quit at the drop of a hat.
Yeah. We could sign you to a deal.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Miss Pod deal.
Yeah, I don't really understand that, but hey, you got your reasons. Couple tournaments just to go through. 2 on the DP World Tour again. The ISPS Hand Australian Open, won by Joaquin Niemann. So 2 for 2 bad trophies in Australia so far in 2 weeks. The big thing of this one is Niemann, along with Rikuya Hoshino and Adam Scott, qualified for the Open Championship next year with their finishes this week.
Oh,
so Minwoo Lee was ahead of Adam Scott, but I assume he's already qualified, so it jumped down to Scott. So interesting that they had those 3 spots on the line for kind of this silly season tournament, but
open qualifier.
Yes.
The cool thing was this was the LPGA? No. LET?
Okay.
Ladies European Tour. They played the same golf course this week.
Oh. I think that that ISPS Hand sponsors a bunch of those ones.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
But and then the other one on the DP World Tour this week was the Investec South African Open, won by Dean Burmeister, back-to-back weeks in his home country. So
did one of you guys post that a live guy's won 2 of the last 3 weeks or something?
He's won back-to-back. So
and Neiman won.
Yeah, Neiman won. So 3 of
their last 3 tournaments. 3 of their last 4 tournaments.
Very, very deceiving in that one guy won both.
Yeah, well, 2. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, 2 people have won.
Okay.
In
the last 3 weeks.
I barely saw anything about that Neiman win on Twitter.
Didn't even know what happened until after Knoop said it.
Yeah.
And
won in a playoff.
Yep, decent trophy here. Just kind of a big old trophy. Not quite big old bastard, but big trophy. And Aaron Cockrell is 25th. So another decent showing for him.
Points.
Pick recap real quick for the Hero World Challenge. Knoop won the week. After the entire week, I thought I had it completely locked up. And then,
Well, things can change pretty quick in an 18-man field.
Yep.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, Matty B picked the winner, so he gets a point there. So the standings are Matty B 5, Harv 3, Knoop 3, Bronell 2. Knoop had JT 3rd, Zalatoris 20th, and Fitzy 4th for a 9 average. Matty B at Hovland 10th, Woods 18th, Scheffler 1st for a 9.67 average. I had Homa 13th, Harmon 8th, Day 11th for a 10.67 average. And Bronell had Finau 4th, Glover 12th, Fowler 17th for an 11 average.
What was Rick doing?
So the question is, Knoop gave me Harmon. He finished 8th, but he won the week.
I thought we said the only way to get immunity was winning the week.
That is exactly what we
Is that what we said?
Yes,
I just don't remember.
We did say that.
Yeah.
Was
the
it
fact that 3 points are being given out for this tournament?
No,
is
just
a
2.
Fucking joke.
Was
Only
that
1 point for the win.
Yeah, was that the thing, or was it that
One
you
for the
don't
win and one
lose
for Knoop for winning the week?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Was it immunity if you won, or was it you just don't lose the win?
No, you don't drop to the bottom to pick 4. You still get.
For some reason, I thought we still did.
You still get the win, and then you still pick first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just if you're second, third, or fourth, you automatically go to last.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, for some reason, I thought you still got the win. You just pick last.
I thought it was that too. That's
So
why
we're
we're
not
not.
even picking
you know what I
this
mean?
week.
But we're not picking this week. So
Yeah, so we got time to iron it out.
yeah.
We're
We're not
picking this
going to
week?
pick the Grant.
Well, you made a
Thornton.
big
Then
stink
why did
about
we-
these ones.
Then
This
why
one
did we
counting.
pick last week?
We can take your point away. I don't care.
Well, I'm just saying. We might as well. We can all pull it up on our phone and let's do it real quick.
Yeah, but
Are
the
you
problem
picking a
is
woman?
we don't.
Like, how does it work?
They're teams.
They're teams.
Oh,
But
you're
here's the
worse.
thing: is we don't. I
I know
kind of
for
remember.
I
No,
know
well,
for
you know
sure.
for sure because it helps you right now.
No, I don't care. I know for sure that we had said if you win the week, it doesn't matter. You
No,
still get
if
your
you
points,
you still get
go.
your points, we said it didn't matter.
and you stay.
There's only 16
I don't think
teams.
so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's right for once.
So it's all teams. It's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Still got to pick one for someone else, and
We can do it. I don't care.
All right, let's do it.
What about
okay.
the
But here's the rule.
Alfred Dunhill?
Here's the rule. If we go back after this and check it, and it was in fact to go to the end, you cannot win the week.
Sure. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That fair?
Yep.
Not that second place doesn't win. He just can't win.
I will pick Finau Corda.
No shit.
I mean, I have to take Aberg Sagstrom.
No shit.
Hold on. Slow up here. Finau.
I know
Cora.
there's a big time
I
mini
want it.
sleeper team. Oh yeah, I almost should have went here first.
Who'd you take? Sorry?
Aberg,
Aberg Sangstrom.
Aubert.
What are you
That is
doing?
not PI.
Jags are gonna stink now.
I can't believe Trevor Lawrence got hurt and the pod happened to turn off at the same point. If you're wondering why we didn't react to that, it just so happened.
No, it was because Matty B got so excited for his Chiefs playoff chances that he like pulled the cord of the wall.
I'm gonna take.
He's gonna take him.
I don't. You don't. You
There's
don't know
two.
who to take.
There's two teams that I want.
One really good team out there.
I see a couple good teams, but
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 I like. I mean, the top 2 I like the most.
Correct. Yep. All right, Harv.
I'm gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna take Lydia Ko and Jason Day.
Okay.
I'm getting one of them.
I'm taking Thigala and Jan.
That's where I
that
was
was the
going.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? As a good little secondary pick, I'll take Fowler Thompson. Absolutely.
Yeah, he stunk this week.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Well, I gotta go.
Doesn't matter. It does matter. He's awful.
All right. Well, I'll take Rose and Hull then.
Okay. Chuck Hull.
Okay, who did you take? Sorry, Bruno.
Chuck.
Thigala and Jang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shang.
Who took Day and Co?
Me.
We're doing just 3 each, right? And then we got to give
2. And then
You
we
gotta give.
Gotta give.
2 and give. Yeah.
Okay, and Matty B, who'd you take second?
Why are you writing them down right now?
I
'Cause then
took
don't have to-
Oh,
Hull and Rose.
I mean,
All
we're,
right.
we're live right now.
Yeah,
so.
we're live.
big whoop.
For some reason, since the power went off, it looks like right and left volume are a little bit off. So if someone listens to this with one ear pod, oh no, we switch it to mono anyway, so you shouldn't have to worry about it.
Harv, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Henderson and Connors.
say, gotta take
You
the Canadian.
fuck.
Gotta.
Yeah. All right, I'm going Damon and Vu. Because she's
Okay.
the player of the year. So.
Okay,
Joel Damon.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in first place?
I.
Maybe.
I'm gonna give Matty B,
Oh,
Hoagie, and Knight.
nice.
Smart.
Not Corpus and Champ, eh?
Nope.
I'll just turn around and give that one back to you. Okay.
All right, Harvey, who are you giving me?
Give me a second here. Corpus? Is that what you said? I'm
Corpus
giving
Christi.
you.
What is CJ Beathard doing?
Trying to tie this
You know
game
what?
up.
I'm gonna do it. I'll give you Lee and Horschel.
Fuck you. I knew you were giving me Horschel. I always get Horschel.
He's your guy.
Yeah. I guess you're getting Henley and Reed, bud.
It was between those two.
Yeah.
It's
All
a
right.
sneaky good team.
Everyone listening is just like, who are they talking about?
Why are they picking for this? Because you gamble on everything, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And the good news is we get to watch overtime after. He might miss this
Overtime.
kick.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else? Hopefully my mic isn't too rattly. I've been trying to hold my arms like locked. My elbow
Yeah,
hurts.
well, Canoe's probably made a bunch
Couple
of noise,
good teams
including
didn't get picked,
the ice
eh?
chewing.
Yeah, there's a few. Yep.
Like Boucher English could be good.
Could be.
Yeah.
McGuire Glover.
Yeah.
Might be a good
Mm.
little bit of watching for this, eh?
Yep.
Might tune in for a bit.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you guys don't have anything else, oh, there it is.
Tie it up.
Might as well get some OT.
Yep. Any last thoughts, Trevor Lawrence?
No.
Grant Thornton Invitational, episode 300 coming up soon. We'll see
Big
what happens.
Yep.
If you guys don't have anything else, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.